17 minutes before 7 o'clock. Brand new day to you. Happy morning to you. It's National Black History Time. The year was 1871 in Jacksonville, Florida. A boy was born to the Johnson family. Mom and Dad named him James Weldon Johnson. From his earliest days, James showed a great interest and an ability in the art of writing. First, it was songs for minstrel shows and light opera. Then, in later life, he turned his God-given talents over to writing poetry. James Weldon Johnson's best-known book of poems is a collection titled God's Trombones. The book consists of 7 sermons in verse, expressed in the manner of a black preacher speaking on a southern plantation long ago. One of the poems is The Creation. Another is Go Down, Death. The latter is the reading I would like to present to you now. The day before yesterday morning, God was looking down from his great high heaven, looking down on all his children, and his eye fell on Sister Caroline tossing on her bed of pain. And God's big heart was touched with pity, with the everlasting pity. And God sat back on his throne, and he commanded that tall, bright angel standing at his right hand, "Call death." And that tall, bright angel cried in a voice that broke like the clap of thunder, "Call death! Call death!" And the echo sounded down the streets of heaven till it reached way back to that shadowy place where death waits with his pale white horse. And death heard the summons, and he leaped on his fastest horse, pale as a sheet in the moonlight. Up the golden street death galloped, and the hoofs of his horse struck fire from the gold. But they made no sound. Up death rode to the great white throne and waited for God's command. And God said, "Go down, death. Go down to Savannah, Georgia, down in Yamacraw, and find Sister Caroline. She's borne the burden and the heat of the day. She's labored long in my vineyard. She's tired. She's weary. Go down, death. Bring her to me." And death didn't say a word, but he loosed the reins on his pale white horse, and he clamped the spurs to his bloodless sides, and out and down he rode, through heaven's pearly gates, past suns and moons and stars. On death rode, and the foam from his horse was like a comet in the sky. On death rode, leaving the lightning's flash behind. Straight on down he came. While we were watching round her bed, she turned her eyes and looked away. She saw what we couldn't see. She saw old death. She saw old death coming like a falling star. But death didn't frighten Sister Caroline. He looked to her like a welcome friend. And she whispered to us, "I'm going home." And she smiled and closed her eyes. And death took her up like a baby, and she lay in his icy arms, but she felt no chill. And death began to ride again, up beyond the evening star, out beyond the morning star, into the glittering light of glory, on to the great white throne. And there he laid Sister Caroline on the loving breast of Jesus. And Jesus took his own hand and wiped away her tears, and he smoothed the furrows from her face, and the angels sang a little song, and Jesus rocked her in his arms and kept to saying, "Take your rest, take your rest, take your rest. Weep not, weep not. She is not